Hello, welcome to day 5. Happy 5th of December, everybody. There are 3 files in the file section today, and I am going to be removing day 1 and 2. So day 1 and 2 will be gone. All of the other files will be still there. Now, I am being absolutely bombarded with messages, and I am so sorry. If you cannot see the files in the file section, I cannot help you technically. I'm not a technical person anyway, and I just do not know every single device out there. And you can Google your device and how to find Facebook files. Okay, so you can do that, and it may help you. I'm not saying it definitely will. But what I can make out is laptops and desktops are the best way to see these files. All of these things that I'm making can be made using scrapbooking paper, old Christmas cards, wrapping paper, other digital kits that you pay for, other freebies that you may have picked up along the way. Day 5. A lot of people have said they need numbers. So I've made a sheet of numbers. So that's part of today. The other part of today is there is a little cover. There are some kind of labels with shopping to do and gifts on, and then there's a plain one. A couple of tiny little pieces of ephemera, and then there are 4 little I want to call them journaling cards. They're not, but you know, 4 little cards that you could either add pictures to, you can add the labels to, and then you can make your little to-do lists or whatever you want to do. So we're making a really, it's a kind of trifold. We're making a trifold today. What you need is, this is a piece of scrapbook card, which is very blurry. It is 8.5 inches by 9.5 inches. So that's 8.5 inches by 9.5 inches. And then I have 2 pieces which are 3 inches by 3.73 inches. Okay, or just short of 3.75, 3 3/4. 8.5 by 9.5. The first thing, I need to put these back on my mother's pile because they're going to my mother. She'll be here very shortly. I'm putting my paper, the 9.5 is going down, top to bottom. Okay, and I need to score at 5.5 inches. Okay, now I'm going to put my flap at the top. Okay, I'm putting the flap at the top. This is the larger section here, and that's the flap. I'm going to score at 3.75 and then 7.5. Okay, so we're going to turn it the right way up, put in our fold. So this end we fold in, and then this folds back. Let me show you again. So we have this. So we'll have 2 pockets here, and these will form the pockets on the other side. This little bit here we need to cut away. We don't need that piece. Okay, I just need to trim that a tiny bit more. Okay, so where we've got the crease here, I'm going to do something a bit different to how I did the other one. I'm just going to fold that back on itself, and take a really small sliver off here. Because that's the more sensible way of doing that. Then I'm going to fold this over and very, very loosely I'm going to glue these pockets onto the other side. I've got 2 pockets here and we have 2 pockets here. So I'm just going to glue the edges of these. Okay, so now I've just got my flap on the right hand side for now, and I'm going to grab my cover. I've left a really tiny white line down here just so it's easier to see. And fold that in half. I've got our lovely Santa poking through there. And I'm just going to ink around this. So far we have this. Now I'm going to take my little Santa cover. I'm going to glue the inside of my flap to make sure I get a good edge. I'm just going to glue along there. Like so. So we have this, and now I'm going to glue, I'm actually going to glue this side because I know that's going to give me a good coverage. As usual, mine is not perfect, but that's okay. I don't mind that. I was trying to keep things a little bit thinner, but it hasn't really worked out, as you can see. I've lost a piece, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to stop filming briefly and print and cut. I will be back. I have now cut out the little piece I was missing. It's here somewhere. Somewhere it's here. I just don't know where. I'm going to glue this onto the front. I'm having to keep this one simple because, again, it's taken me a long time to create the digitals, and I'm a little bit ahead because I have started tomorrow's. So it's going to get to the stage where I'm going to start to reprint things rather than keep creating new every day. So that's going to go there. Right, do I want anything else on here before I start to sew around? Things that may, that's quite like that Christmas tree. We could add something else. We could put that there as well. I know we've used that yesterday. I'm not going to do anything to this for a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sew around each one of these. I'm not sure if I'm going to sew the cover. I'm going to sew these and see what it looks like, and then I'll make a decision on whether or not I sew the cover. I decided to sew around that, but I've left a little gap, so it comes inside of those little photo corners. Now I'm just going to brush over the stitching. Okay, right, liking it so far. Now I'm going to double check my little cards go in. Liking it, I am liking it. So the back is going to be this, and I want to use this quite large piece. I've inked everything ready. I think I'm going to have something like that. I'm getting very low on my iPad battery, and I don't understand why, because it is actually, I'm doing this tethered, it is plugged in at the moment. Let's just get this done before we get into trouble. Okay, that's there. And then I have these three little labels. So I've got to do you could add them to the what's it if you like. I'm not going to do that. Add that there. I've got this, I made this, I thought it'd be cute to go on the shopping one. It's a little barcode. It's not obviously a real barcode, but I've just put the date in for Christmas. I'm going to put that on here. And then on this one, I think I'm going to have the Hark the Herald. I'm going to go for that here. And there are always opportunities to add more, and especially as we go through, because we're going to have more and more ephemera to work with and play with. So add that there. Maybe this gifts one is quite good. That's not bad. I'm going to put that there. I think I will add that just to finish that off. And we'll pop that there. And like I said, I have another one of these which we could still add. I'm not sure, but I do think this is kind of almost done for now. I'm quite happy with how that's going. I'm just going to bring my box in. So we've got number 1 that side, 2 there, 3 is that side, 4 is at the bottom. So we could, let's have a look. I'm going to pull this off because it worked on the other one. Is it going to work on this one? Let's see if I can get it off. Right, I've actually broken that number 5. These are some little numbers that I got. Now I've messed that up. I got these from Amazon. Just small numbers. There's a number 5. Definitely have to colour that. Got the oxide here that I was using yesterday. The sponge. That's quite nice. I like that. Okay, day 5 is done. So we've got our little trifold. It's quite a handy piece, I think. So that goes into the box and we are done. I will be back tomorrow with something obviously more for our box. Something for number 6. I hope you find the numbers useful. I hope they're going to fit. You might want to shrink them down slightly if they're too big. Take care. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.